This is gonna be short and sweet. That's what she said now. You don't want her saying that. So, Rillaboom looks sexy. Look at Rillaboom, man. Look at sexy. Rocks. Have fun, my brother. Low ladder cook. Oh shit. I have too many win cons here. Like too many. Bro doesn't guard well against the Polt, but he has this. He has the technology. Roaring Polion would force out my Manaphy. Manaphy could lead and sweep. Great Tusk is sexy. Very dangerous and sexy. Samurott. I'm gonna try to Rillaboom him. Let's see if that works. There are a couple ways I can go about this. I don't know what bro's finna pack. Let me actually make somewhat of a game plan. What would be my worst case scenario? Let me see. On a rot lead, you see such edges on an offense. That's a waste of my. It's actually best to Rillaboom covers the rot situation. There are a couple ways we could go about this. Sneasler is a really problematic lead, but there's too high of a risk. Like Rillaboom versus Sneasler is a repositioning into Tusk, even though I have to deal with rocks. I actually should have put Headlong Rush on this Tusk because I have grassy terrain. I just realized that. But as I said, you know, I'll deal with that's that move called Dire Claw potential hex. But if he doesn't get it, he gets pretty much no value out of the turn. You know, a long drawn out game would be more than splendid, but not today. Not this particular game, at least. I'm gonna hard pull, not because it's the best play, honestly. Knockoff Tusk. Well, actually, it's not. I was gonna say not because it's the best play. It's actually partly because it is the best play. It's complicated because his Enamorous could be choiced. I mean, it could be sub like mine, and that could pose a problem for us, right? So hard to say because my Enamorous could really eat lunch. Obviously Empoleon is a big issue. He could want to eat a Draco Meteor and go for knock. If he does that, then I'll just go to Enamorous on it. Fairly low risk for me. Empoleon on a Draco Meteor switch is not the end of the world, but it does put me back quite a bit because I don't have Headlong Rush. Empoleon on switch getting the U-turn damage is Splendini. It's Splendidini. As I do have the Choice Bandit Woodhammer to come full circle. Empoleon likely can't do much to me, and he has nothing to guard against this. So I'll take the damage here. Rillaboom's gonna be key later on. If he goes for knock, sucks, but if it's offensive Empoleon, he's getting whacked. Empoleon has good defense, but not groundbreaking. I'm actually curious on the head calc for this. As I said, Boom is really good. Dire Claw, Pesky. I wouldn't be shocked to see Sneasler. But as I said, we're looking at Rillaboom slow chunking his team, plus the positioning of the Boom versus his Great Tusk is amazing, and it's not Great Tusk. My Great Tusk is actually really good versus him as well. I don't know if you noticed that. But because I'm not Headlong Rush, it does make things a bit trickier. Because Headlong Rush would be stronger than Ice Spinner on Polt. Probably would almost one-shot Polt after rocks. Whereas Ice Spinner does 74 from what we did yesterday, which is actually not very much. From offense, Polt and Tusk. Okay, so Polt comes in. Should do a good bit. Sheesh. Sheesh. Okay, so I did a lot, but you know, it's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. We definitely do not want. I mean, that's rocks, which is blessed. We definitely do not want him flamethrowing sized bandit darts. Useful. It's better than I'm really very tempted to Scald here. Not because of a prediction. I'm thinking like risk versus reward. If Sneasler comes in, it's not the end of the world. It's actually better to have the extra mon. If Sneasler comes, I could just sack the Manaphy if I needed to. Whereas, because Empoleon, there are a couple ways we could go about this, but because he ran out of Excellent, now he has to go to Empoleon. We'll see if the Empoleon has a Roar. 2 Earth Powers isn't going to knock it out, so I might as well Earth Power first to see if he has a Roar. He only has Flip Turn. It breaks my sub. So the Empoleon has been weakened to the point where now I can Moonblast spam, and that's a beautiful thing. He has to go to Sneasler, which if I Terra would die, but I'm not risking that. So we're going Hard Tusk. Actually, is that even worth it? If he doesn't get the die, but I mean, it's a high probability. I just prefer that over giving him a straight up mon. Plus at this point, Shadow Ball is looking sexy. All I need to do is get up another sub. My thing is that I need some damage on this Sneasler, because as you can see, I'm getting to the point where I can Grassy Glide Sweep. So what would I need to do? I want the rocks to stay up. What's the shortest path to victory and the most assured path to victory? If I sack Manaphy, I get the free switch in the Pult. Actually, Pult's not choice anymore. I forgot about that. That's actually really good. So yeah, I'm gonna actually give up Manaphy here. He U-turns, which is blessed, because the positioning stops the Tusk from coming in. He could go to the Empoleon, but since he's a flip turn variant, that could actually really, I could sweep him with his Manaphy if he's not careful. So I'm not Take Heart. I mean, I'm not Rest, but I do have Take Heart, which would obviously heal the poison. So it goes Empoleon. As I said, this is a gamble. His lefties, Rillaboom would be a kill. If I Take Heart, he roosts and flip turns as I acid armor. But I'll be too low. It's better to force a KO and get this damage, get this health back with my Rillaboom. So I forced the Dragapult kill, which I wanted. It's better to get the KO. The Empoleon isn't that significant, especially because I don't know it has flip turn. Sneasler is forced to come in. He'll go for the luck, which is fine. If he gets it, he gets it. He U-turned last time because he didn't want the smoke from my Great Tusk on switching. So I get poison, which is actually useful in this case because the poison means I can always switch in on this Sneasler. His Great Tusk, I think, is a mistake. Yeah, unless it's gonna Terra. So we go Pult here every time. Since his Empoleon recovered, Pult's useful, but it's too big of an issue if I let him spin. Too big of an issue if I let him spin. Knock off, because I'm thinking only a double spin would be to my detriment here. But Empoleon is not useful enough to where I need to use Stealth Rocks, which is the worst play possible. Of all the options, that was never one of them. Which means my Manaphy is almost dead. Now my Tusk doesn't have to worry about his because it beats it. And now my Gambit, depending on, again, Sneasler is probably all attacks. If it's not a sub enamorous, bro is in trouble. It's likely gonna leave this in. But Empoleon, he got rewarded for that. His Great Tusk should be dead, but it's all love. He won't die now. The reason I U-turn there is the low risk. And again, he does not want Rillaboom coming in because Rillaboom is a KO every time. It's too problematic, and I was aware of that. That's what it means to. I made a post yesterday about identifying the high impact. So in this case, Rillaboom would be high offensive impact. Quite a few of my mons are, and Amherst as well. But this is high offensive impact because when it's positioned versus almost any matchup on his team, it's a kill. It's not just damage. Whereas in Amherst is damage. So now Empoleon is gone, and every time Rillaboom comes in, it forces his hand, which I love, you know. So a Moonblast and his Life Orb, which is great to see. As I can go to Dragapult here. Again, Dragapult is not necessary. As Yoster Samurai, this could be the Sucker Punch variant. If so, then Amherst would KO. Though Dragapult wins the game here, so I'd be foolish to actually give up this. So it's in my best interest to actually Gambit no matter what he does. So he does have Sucker Punch. Could have Sacred Sword as well, but as I said, none of these are none of these are necessary anymore. Though well, if it has, actually did not expect him to flip turn, so Tusk comes in. Tusk does 26. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. I mean, I didn't predict him there. That was just the best play. The game was wrapped up at that point. The Sucker Punch on the Sneasler. So now his Life Orb in Amherst, he has to go to Sneasler, right? And Sneasler to get Sucker Punch, and then his Pult Fodder. Everybody's Pult Fodder. And Grassy Glide Fodder, which he didn't want. Really is Grassy Glide Fodder at this point. So I just click Rillaboom 6 times and the game's over. So he U-turns. I don't disagree with that because you need me to throw in some capacity to even have a shot at this game. Yeah, we just Katow. It doesn't matter what I do. Good Sucker Punch. And then I go Rillaboom. Actually, I shouldn't have gone Rillaboom here. This wasn't a throw, but this wasn't a good play. Because he could be faster than me. And Sucker Punch. So actually, I'm gonna go Tusk. This won't end up mattering, but you know, Earthquake will knock him out even with the terrain. So I didn't need to do all that. So this Ice Spinner here is he Moonblast, right? And then we can go Boom. Actually, you just go Pult and kill this entire team because it's probably fake out Sneasler. And there's nothing you can Terra into. What is this Terra Dark? Boom could have killed him as well. It really didn't matter how we went about this. But yeah, Rillaboom's a massive threat. And there were several ways to go about this. And I could have went the Enamorous route and really honed in on Enamorous. GG. GG, my brother. His Choice Scarf, very interesting. Did not expect that. That's why he played it like that. Okay. But Glide's way too powerful. Like Rillaboom. I know they've nerfed Glide the Guide. Don't think, yeah, GG. I know Rillaboom is a juggernaut. This might be the next game. Just like it might be the last game. I'm assuming I'm talking like the game was guaranteed to be short. Rillaboom, another big problem here. Manaphy is sexy. I love Manaphy. I kind of want to win with that because I've not used it before in that way and won. Rillaboom's great. Enamorous, Enamorous just chomps and munches and snacks. You know, the Sneasler matchup would be pretty shit for me, but Samurott plus Sneasler. Samurott, I suppose, is going back up to usage. Let's say Samurott were to start this. Just don't want to give Gambit too much leverage. Say Samurott versus Sneasler. It allows me to get Dire Clawed immediately. If it's Sash Rot, what's the worst case scenario for me? The worst case scenario would be Well, I'll play to a Rillaboom sweep. So I have to keep Tusk tucked for that Gambit. Tusk and Amorous tucked. So my worst case scenario would be Rot, mindless Rot, because let me think, Glide. You turn into, yeah, this works because I can rapid spin. If he's faster than me and mindlessly ceaseless edges, it puts me in a position of power. And now Sneezer comes in versus Polt. And Polt's sexy as shit. I could Draco Meteor. I'm very tempted to. The reason being, I'll just Draco. Okay, Shadow Claw and Choice Scarf, so you're gone. What the fuck is up with Choice Scarf Sneasler? That's the second one today. The second one that's live. Do you think Shadow Claw is gonna kill Polt? It's insane. Polt's low key bulky. Like Polt be bulking. Polt be bulking. It's an interesting one. Because this could be, if it's physical, the reason being is that Gambit doesn't die in one hit, and so if it's CM, you can't kill Gambit unless, wait, you're Terra Fairy or something? Terra Electric. I Sucker Punch in the Glide. Yeah, like this is, so you wasted your Terra and your Valiant. To get an attack boost, this shit is a problem. Oh, Terra Water Glide means I don't get to a KO him. Because he's gonna Acrobatics. If this shit Dragon Dances, I'm in trouble. Well, not necessarily if I Terra my... What do I want to Terra Water this? If I Terra Water this, I can't. Well, I need to Terra anything else for. I really wouldn't want it knocking off though. Well, knockoff actually doesn't hurt me that much. It'll hurt physically, but it won't, like, you know. So if I were to give up Polt, that wouldn't work. From I'll just Terra Water and eat. Especially if you DDs. Macros, yeah, figured. Boom is so strong. Like the Glide is weakened, but the shit just seems so fucking strong still. And so Glide can eat everything that's not Gambit. We know. I put that Headlong Rusher on here. So we are all about the smoke. Right. So Tusk comes in, we always give up Dragapult here. He actually spun. I didn't expect the spin. Did not expect the spin. This is a free ball of shadow. I don't want to miss Draco Meteor. Oh, this isn't Sash, so I can afford to miss Draco in case he goes hard Rot, right? It's AV Rot. Interesting. Tusk is kept tucked for a Gambit at all times, and I mean, really, it's a snack wrap at this point, you know. Snack, Crackle, and Pop, you know, the Manaphy. It's actually Ceaseless Edge. I didn't expect Ceaseless Edge. Let's just knock this shit out. I was debating whether or not to actually giving up. I forgot he was a Soul Vest. I gave him a little too much value there. I don't think it'll end up mattering, but you know, there's no point in just giving value for value's sake. I'm not charity case, you know. Plus Polt U-turn do 17. Doesn't matter. I just go for Flamethrower. Yeah, just Flamethrower. I don't think it matters. Because if he goes, Tusk gets clapped by an Amorous, Gambit has to, well, Gambit slow kick Sucker, but I Headlong Rush. We go hard Tusk. Actually, it didn't even, I know he's gonna Sucker, but I actually didn't even need to do any of that. Rush into, is there a point in rapid spinning? I rush into Tusk, into Sack, pulled into Moonblast, into Win. No, doesn't matter. It's Helmet. Okay, very interesting. Alright. And Amherst here, Moonblast. Look, just these Iron Heads here. Oh, I forgot I only have but Earth Power into Glide will knock him out, even if he's Sword Advanced. I sub here on the Sucker and then it's finished. I always sub there. There's no reality where we don't sub. So short and sweet live. The schedule is Pacanini today. It's already 5:30 and I'm recording this, so I gotta render. So short and sweet live. Let me know if you prefer the 20-minuters. You know, it dawned on me. I'm like, I don't have to make them 30 minutes. Like, what? I know some people fall asleep, so I don't know if longer lives are more useful for that, or how early you fall asleep. And then those who just want to get some few games in and watch. So the shorter ones are more appealing. So we'll see. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button. Love y'all, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.